I expect to see pictures of it. It goes down first, and we could hear all the panic of the people on the deck rushing about looking for lifeboats. All the lifeboats were gone, and there were still 1,500 odd people left on board with no possible means of being saved because there weren't any lifeboats. And we could hear the panic then, rushing about on the deck. And eventually, I don't know whether it was when the cold water hit the red-hot boilers. That's the amateur speaking. I don't know, but I've always thought that might be what it was. There was this tremendous explosion, bang, 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 and the forepart of the ship went down. And our starboard was stuck up in the air at a terrible angle for a while, and then just settled, leaned over and went down. So I am convinced that ship is not whole. I'm sure it's in too hard.
What was the emotion like on the lifeboat as you were being rowed away?
Well, I can't answer that. It's quite impossible for a 7-year-old to be capable of being anything but terrified. I was so frightened. I wasn't only frightened when I was 7, I was frightened for years afterwards too. And then a terrible thing happened. There were too many people in our boat, and they shifted some of us out into another boat that wasn't so overcrowded, and I got separated from my mother. And that was absolutely dreadful. And we saw her sink, we heard the noise, we heard the sound of people drowning, which to me is the most dreadful thing of all. And then as the daylight came, of course, we saw all these icebergs. The whole horizon was ringed with these icebergs. They looked quite beautiful, white-sailed yachts. And through a space between two of them came this little ship, Carpathia, who, as you know, rescued it.
What do you think about the mission to go down, take pictures, and look at the Titanic in its sort of watery grave?
To go down and photograph the Titanic, I think, is a wonderful thing. It must be a tremendous scientific achievement. And so long as Dr. Ballard assures us, which he has, that he has no intention of doing anything but photographing the ship, I think that's fine.
What would you think if there was an attempt to remove any of the contents of the ship?
I would not approve that. I would call that vandalising a grave. If someone came to me next week and said, "We know where your mother is buried, we will go and dig up the grave, open the coffin, there might be something of value there that you would like," well, I would be horrified, and so would you. Well, that's my father's grave. I'm equally horrified.